All right, let us begin again. Mm. Any comfortable seated posture, relaxed shoulders, elbows comfortably by the sides of your body. Bending your elbows, place the back of your hands on your thighs. Eyes softly closed. Sitting just a bit taller, not ramrod straight, comfortably so. Head on top of the spine, chin parallel to the ground, jaws relaxed, half a smile, perhaps. 3 deep breaths. After taking 3 deep breaths, continue to observe each breath as it comes and goes, naturally so. Not forcing anything. Let life flow miraculously and magnificently so. Let it flow. Observe. With each inhalation, we are feeding trillions of cells in the body, each one a miracle of its own. Each cell a miracle. Each breath a miracle. Each being is a miracle. We are the universe. Yet we are miraculously alive and aware. If the mind wanders, begin again with this breath. Stay with each breath. Palms to the heart center, Namaskara Mantra. May this practice be for the benefit of all. Chin to the chest. Gently opening your eyes. Inhaling, taking the arms by the side, palms going up, looking up. Exhaling, palms coming down to the chest, looking down. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. One last round. Inhaling up. Exhaling. Release. Cat posture. Inhaling, look up. Relax your abdomen completely. Stretching the throat just a bit. Spine hanging down. Shoulder blades just a bit going toward each other. Straightening up the thoracic spine. Next exhalation, chin to the chest. Spine up. Abdomen fully engaged. 4 more rounds. Inhaling, looking up. Exhaling, looking down. After completing 5 rounds, neutral posture, spine horizontal, more or less horizontal to the ground. Soft gaze between the fingertips. Take a deep breath, exhale. Right arm to the front, left leg to the back. Switch. 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 Neutral posture. Take a deep breath, exhale. Come to Phalakasana, plank posture. Abdomen engaged. Make the minor modifications of bringing the shoulders right over the wrists. Shoulder blades away from each other. Soft gaze between the fingertips. Abdomen fully engaged. Hips up in a way that the spine and the leg, the head, they are on an inclined plane. 5 deep breaths. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. gently place the knees down. 3 deep breaths. Just a variation of Phalakasana. Going back to plank posture. Make sure that your feet are close together. Abdomen fully engaged. Gently, if you could, take the right foot off the mat. 3, 2, 1. Right foot down. Left foot, take it off above. Lift it, lift the leg just a bit above. 3, 2, 1. Left foot down. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Make sure that the palms and the fingers, they're all rooting to the mat. Make sure that it's not slippery. And then you can be on the toes, knees can be slightly bent. Focus on getting the head away from the palms as far back as you can take your head without moving the palms. You're receding your head away from the palms and head completely loose, hanging loose. Shoulder blades could be gently going toward each other, chest moving toward the knees. 5 deep breaths. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gently place the knees down. 3 deep breaths. Vajrasana. Knees together, big toes together, heels separated, and you're sitting between the heels with the big toes touching each other. Spine as comfortably erect. If you really need the support, palms on the mat, you can support yourself if Vajrasana is too or not yet accessible for you today. Come up to standing. Feet close together. Actually have the feet hip width apart. Hands on the waist. Right arm up towards the ceiling. Right palm facing the left wall. Inhale. Exhaling, bending toward the left wall. Your right hip is moving toward the right wall. You're bending toward the left wall. Sorry, my bad. You're bending toward the left wall. Arthakati. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling up. Exhaling, right hand on the right waist. Take a deep breath, exhale. Left arm up toward the ceiling. Inhaling, reach up. Exhaling, bending toward the right wall. Your left hip going toward the left wall. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling up. Exhaling, release the arms. Relax. Take another deep breath, exhale. Arms up, parallel to the ground, palms facing the front. Feet hip width apart. Arms up to the sides, palms facing the front. Inhaling center, exhaling, twisting your upper body toward the right side. Look over the right shoulder and past the right shoulder. Inhaling center. Exhaling, twisting to the left. Looking over the left shoulder, past the left shoulder, perhaps. Inhaling center. 4 more rounds. After completing 5 rounds, release the arms. Take a deep breath, exhale. Front of the mat, Tadasana. Namaskara Mudra. 3 rounds of classical Surya Namaskara practice with diligence and attention. Begin. Allow the breath to lead. Inhalations and exhalations are leading the transitions. The body is following the breath. Mm. If the mind wanders away from the practice, begin again. Each posture is an opportunity to explore where the physical and physiological and psychological edges are. And with attention, you approach the edge courageously or edges courageously without any intention of aggression. After completing 3 rounds of Surya Namaskara, stand relaxed and continue to stay with the breath. The universe is an energy system. That is flowing. It's a process. It's a humongous process. And we are energy systems, part of the very same universal process. And the mysterious thing is that we are aware. Three deep breaths. Let's approach Surya Namaskara A and Surya Namaskara B variations. Before we proceed, first let's practice a subsequence called Vinyasa, and then we can use that as part of Surya Namaskara. This. Come to plank posture. Now, your palms and fingers are shoulder width apart, abdomen fully engaged. Keeping the abdomen fully engaged, slowly bend your elbows, keeping the elbows close to the body, and bring the entire body parallel to the ground. Chaturanga Dandasana. And then simply lie down on the mat. Now, those who are not yet or who don't yet have access to Chaturanga Dandasana, let's come to a variation of it. Go back to plank posture. Gently place the knees down and toes tucked in, knees down. Slowly start bending the elbows and keep the elbows close to the body and bring the upper body parallel to the ground. This you can practice. If you are not yet having access to Chaturanga, now lie down flat on the back, flat on. So I will give instructions from Falakasana to Chaturanga Dandasana. Those who can today, bend your elbows as much as you can and bring the entire body parallel to the ground with knees off the mat. Do that. Others, no worries if you're not ready today. As you keep practicing, you will get there. You can drop the knees down and then yet bend the elbows down. Come to Vajrasana. Few more instructions about Chaturanga Dandasana. In Chaturanga Dandasana, you start with the plank posture. Now, as you bend your elbows are close to the body, abdomen fully engaged. Now, it is possible for you to bend your elbows to get a right angle between the upper arm and the lower arm. Lower arm is vertical, upper arm is horizontal, and elbow is closely hugging the body. If you could do that, that would be aligned to Chaturanga Dandasana instructions. If you could. Remember, there is no perfection in the posture itself. Perfection is in the understanding of the spirit of the posture, diligence, and attention. Let's practice this one more time. Plank. Abdomen fully engaged throughout. Slowly start bending the elbows. Elbows close to the body. Bring the entire body parallel to the ground. Your lower arm is vertical, upper arms is horizontal. And then finally lie down on the back or on your stomach. Vinay, when you're bending, maybe your back foot is far too away. So your elbows are going toward the back wall. See if you can walk to the front just a bit, and then as you bend, you are leaning forward a bit. Let's try this again. Go back to plank. Walk a bit forward so your shoulders are right over the. Walk forward a bit. There you go. From there, bend your elbows and keep going forward as you bend. Yes, 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 yes. Much better. And then, yes, now lie down on your stomach. Vajrasana. Now, we start with plank, Chaturanga. From Chaturanga, Urdhva Shvanasana. For Urdhva Shvanasana, the first axis is knees down, toes back, and then start allowing the hips down, chest going toward the front, looking toward the front, chest moving through the arms in the front. Let's practice this. Go back to plank posture. Chaturanga Dandasana. Now gently drop your knees down, toes back, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Straighten the elbows, chest facing the front, and finally knees off the mat. Open your shoulders wider. You're not shrugging the shoulders. Take the head away from the shoulders. You're climbing up. Your head is going up. Your ears and head are moving away up from the shoulders. And drop your knees down, Vajrasana. So Vinyasa, the subsequence in Surya Namakara A and B, Palakasana, Chaturanga Dandasana, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, and from Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, we go to Adho Mukha Svanasana. That is the Vinyasa, as we call it, the subsequence. So let us start with plank. Come to plank. Take a deep breath, exhale. Chaturanga Dandasana, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Gently drop your knees down, Vajrasana. Any questions? Please unmute and ask.
Jay, I had one question. When we are transitioning from to the downward dog, the toes are actually uh, still tucked, they're outside.
Pointing back. So drop the knees down, tuck your toes in, and Adho Mukha. Good point.
Okay.
As you keep practicing, you would see yogis they have enough flexibility in their toes to make the transition from without landing the knees down. But right now, you can land the knees down, tuck your toes in, and then go to Adho Mukha Svanasana. Very good question, Aruna. Any other questions? Okay. Now I think we are ready. Oh, one more thing, jumping forward and jumping back. Let's practice that. Come to plank posture. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Now, those who can look at your palms, inhale and jump forward between the palms. Others walk forward and then hands on the waist, inhaling, come up. Release the arms. Those who can look to the front, you're looking at your thumbs, let us say, and then you would have to engage your abdomen even as you have inhaling. As you're inhaling, abdomen engaged, and then you're jumping forward. And if that's not accessible to you today, simply walk forward and come to Ardha Uttana. Now the same thing applies from Ardha Uttana to Falakasana. Namaskara Mudra. Urdhva Hasta. Sweep your arms to the sides and all the way up to the sides. And palms up. Yeah, palms pressing. Urdhva Hasta. From there, Uttanasana, exhaling, full forward bend. Then inhaling, look to the front, flatten your back, Ardha Uttana. And from here, bend your knees enough to place your palms on the mat by the sides, shoulder width apart. Now from here, inhaling, jump back or walk back to Falakasana. Drop your knees down, Vajrasana. Any questions about jumping forward or back? I think we are ready for Surya Namaskara, A variation. Come up to standing. Take a deep breath, exhale. Tadasana, feet close together. Chin parallel to the ground. Micro adjustments to your body to bring even weight on your feet. Samasthiti, Namaskara Mantra. Take your arms to the sides and sweep up and press the palms right over the head. Urdhva Hasta. Next exhalation, full forward bend, Uttanasana. In fact, you can take the hands on the waist, come up. I want to add one more instruction. Release the arms. When you're going to Uttana, sweep the arms to the sides, like how you swept them up. Sweep the arms down by the sides, and then you do a swan dive toward Uttanasana. Samastiti. Urdhva. Sweep your arms to the sides, palms pressing. Sweep your arms to the sides as you go down to Uttanasana. Head down, surrender. Next inhalation, Ardha Uttana. Look to the front, chest facing, chest moving up, chest lifting up when you're looking up. And from there, bend your knees, place the palms entirely on the mat. Jump back or walk back to Phalakasana. Next exhalation, Chaturanga Dandasana. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana as you inhale. Next inhalation. Next exhalation, Adho Mukha Svanasana. 3 deep breaths. Rest. 3, 2, 1. Look to the front. Look at your thumbs. Inhaling, jump forward or walk forward to Ardha Uttana. Look to the front, chest facing the front, head lifted up. Next exhalation, Uttanasana, head down, surrender. Next inhalation, sweeping the arms to the sides, up, all the way up to Urdhva Hasta. Exhaling, Samastiti. Release your arms. Stand relaxed. We will repeat Surya Namakara A one more time, if time permits, 2 more times. Take a deep breath, exhale. Samastiti, Tadasana, Namaskara Mudra. Inhaling, Urdhva Hasta. In Urdhva Hasta, your weight distribution is still even. Your soft gaze directly ahead. Your fingers are reaching for the ceiling. Your feet rooting to the mat. The weight distribution even. Next exhalation, sweep your arm to the sides. Uttanasana. Head down, surrender. Completely surrender, head down. You can bend your knees, not a problem. Placing the abdomen on the thighs. Then next inhalation, Ardha Uttanasana. Fingers on the ground, head lifted up, back flattened as much as you can. And then bend your knees even further, placing the palms entirely on the mat. Jump back, Phalakasana. Take a deep breath if you need, right here. With the next exhalation, Chaturanga Dandasana. Next inhalation, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Next exhalation, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Head down, head hanging loose, palms and fingers rooting to the mat. You can be on the toes, knees can be bent, but your head is away from the palms and your spine as nearly normal, not rounding. The spine is not rounding. In fact, take a little bit of abdomen engagement to flatten the back and allow the head to hang loose. Now look to the front. Inhaling, jump forward, Ardha Uttana, or walk forward, Ardha Uttana. Look to the front. Next exhalation, head down, surrender. Uttanasana. Next inhalation, sweeping your arms to the side, all the way up, Urdhva Hasta. Next exhalation, palms to the heart center, Namaskara Mudra. Samasthiti, release your arms and stand relaxed. Remember, there is no perfection in the posture. There is no perfect posture to achieve. There is no such thing. It's only what you can do perfectly today. What your edges are today. Today's edges would be different from yesterday's and tomorrow's, or early morning practice versus evening practice. Your edges could be way different. And so if you had certain edges in the morning, expecting the same edges comes in the way of diligence. Take a deep breath, exhale. Samasthiti, feet close together, Tadasana, Namaskara Mudra. Sweep your arms up as you inhale, Urdhva Hasta. You're reaching up as if your feet is holding your tail of your spine, and you're getting your shoulder up as if you're pulling the top of the spine up a bit. Next exhalation, Uttanasana. Sweep your arms to the sides and bend from the hips forward, head down, surrender. Shoulders relaxed, head relaxed. Next inhalation, fingers on the mat. Look to the front, flatten your back. Head lifted up, chest lifted up. And then bending your knees even further, placing the palms flat on the mat, jump back or walk back, Falakasana. Next exhalation, Chaturanga Dandasana. Next inhalation, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Remember, in Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, your elbows are straightened up, your shoulders are right over the wrists, chest moving toward the front, even in front of the arms. Your ears and head are trying to get away from the shoulders. Next exhalation, Adho Mukha Svanasana. rest. 3 deep breaths. 3, 2, 1. Look to the front. Inhaling, jump forward or walk forward, Ardha Uttana. Your back is flat, you're looking to the front, chest lifted up. Next exhalation, head down, surrender in Uttanasana. Next inhalation, sweep your arms up, Urdhva Hastasana. Next exhalation, Namaskara Mudra, Samastiti. Release your arms, stand relaxed. Lie down on your back.
Jay, one question. When you're asking us to jump forward, right, at one go, we are not able to reach our palm. So is it okay to take in 2 steps?
Yeah, yes. However many steps you need, you can walk forward also. Come to Ardha Uttana, however many or whatever approach you take.
Okay. Thank you.
Sure. Remember what is possible or what your edges today allow you to do. And we are diligently testing and courageously testing the edges with each practice. If you jump forward and you're only, let's say, going halfway, and if it is possible, jump again forward, if that is possible, or walk forward. But let us say you do this the first time, don't let that be your your bound or bounds. When you jump forward, maybe keep jumping halfway, and one of those jumps, maybe you can go 2 millimeters ahead. And that is testing the edge. And maybe 2 more millimeters forward again. And so we courageously keep testing the edges without aggression. It's not that if you can jump forward between the palms in one shot, that is the end of anything, end of anything. So there is no perfection in jumping forward and landing beautifully between the feet. Whatever allows you, whatever edges allow you to do today, that's all. Hugging your knees, rock back and forth. Side to side. Settle back down. Shavasana. Make any final movements before surrendering in Shavasana. Surrendering diligently, alert and completely relaxed. Scan your body and see if there is any tension in any part of the body, and lovingly ask that part to relax, let go. And when you have scanned the body, go back to staying with the breath. The universe is an energy system. And remember, we are energy systems with only seemingly separate, apart. But there isn't anything that can be apart from the universe because it is the universe of all. So we belong here. We are the universe. Nothing more is really needed. Relax. Flow with the universe because you are the universe. You are what the universe is doing right here. Waves on the ocean are also ocean. And so relax. There is nothing more is needed for you to be part of the universe. You don't need to merge. You're never apart. And so relax. Relax. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Gently come out of Shavasana and come to sitting when you're ready. Take your hands back. Inhaling, growing taller. Exhaling, bending forward, thanking Mother Earth. Inhaling, come up. Rubbing your palms. Massaging your eyes. Opening your eyes. Namaste. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. Have a good evening.
Thank you,
Good day
Jay.
ahead. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jay.
so much.
Thank you, Jay. Namaste, guys. Thank you.
Thank you. I heard a child. I don't know whose child that
That's
was.
my daughter, Jay.
Okay, Samir. Nice. Glad to hear her voice. Nice. Thank you so much. Bye.